Hi Jordan, this is part one of part two 5-minute video series for how to pack your food and some of the other items that I need to talk to you about. The one goal that you should have whenever you're figuring a long backpacking trip is to walk out of there with hardly no food. So you want to plan how many meals that you have, every breakfast, every lunch, as well as dinners that you have. For instance, at the end of the trip, well, of course, Saturday night, that we will probably eat out somewhere in Yosemite. But anyway, you want to kind of figure out, how many trail snacks that you're going to want. I would suggest maybe one in the morning, one in the afternoon, so have two for the trail. Sometimes I do use snacks, like for instance, I'll use peanut butter crackers for my lunch, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to have granola bars and things like that for lunch as well as having them on the trail. So do kind of want to have a little bit of a variety. So these are just some ideas. We'll start with breakfast. I like to have the oats and more with almonds, simply because it's already got a little sugar in it, and I don't have to add anything except for the powdered milk. I know you don't like the idea of powdered milk, but when you're out on the trail, actually powdered milk sounds pretty good because you can't get cold milk, and this is the next best thing. The water's going to be fairly cold, so when you add, you might want more than a snack pack full, so you might want to put yours in a Ziploc bag. And I usually put 2 tablespoons of powdered milk per snack bag. So if you do have a little bit bigger serving, you're going to want to add a little bit more milk. Another thing I like to have is Raisin Bran. So I've already added my equal, 1 thing of sugar in there. If you like regular sugar, just put a little, whatever you want for your regular sugar, as well as 2 tablespoons of powdered milk. I have wheat checks as well. Another item you might want to consider is oatmeal, and it's okay to actually bring this bag along. And then this is a backpacker's Mountain House at Walmart is probably cheaper than an REI. I think it's about $1 cheaper, so you might want to get a single serving of your Mountain Houses. A lot of people don't like the eggs. I like to put them in a tortilla, which makes it taste a whole lot better, as well as I go ahead and add salt, and I actually add some Slap Your Mama to it. So it does add a lot of flavor to it, and putting it in a tortilla, it really is not bad at all. This backpacker meal is a backpacker meal. So, but anyway, I go ahead and put all of mine in Ziploc bags because it's less waste. This is actually weighs a lot, this bag. As well as it just takes a lot of room as far as trash. The key here is to, normally you would boil your water, unzip it, put your water in, let it sit for 10 to 12 minutes. What I like to do is take it out of the bag again, put it into a Ziploc bag with all my spices in it, and then I will take one of these along, and all of my meals go in here, and then I'll put the water in there, the hot water, and I'll seal it and let it sit again for 10, 12 minutes, whatever it calls for. I can put a little water in there, rinse it out real good, and I can also use it for my cold items such as my cereal. So I only have one container instead of having a whole bunch of these kind of containers. And then I can also use the Ziploc bags for storing toiletry waste and things like that. So it does come in some better uses. Plus it does not take hardly any room up in your pack. Everything is going to have to go into a bare canister, including all your toiletries. So this takes up a whole lot less room than something like this, because even your waste has to go back into the bare canister. So keep that in mind. I also like to bring coffee and hot chocolate. I do keep my hot chocolate as well as my oatmeal in the bags that they came in. It does not a whole lot of waste, doesn't take up a whole lot of room. But I do use the single servings of coffee. And this is the French vanilla. I can probably get about 3 coffees out of this one container. I've used the little cups. I'm gonna make this long, no more than 5 minutes, so